good information. Thank you.
And so if you have patients who are like going through like an extensive surgery or something like that, you're like, hey, come in every other day, and then come in every third day, and then over the course of a month, you can kind of get to that therapy, but over time, you can still gain the benefits, because it can get rather costly, and maybe not every insurance company is willing to do that, but the ones that are, you say, listen, I want to recover faster. Here's the study that shows you can accelerate healing and all these other things. So if you just make that argument to the insurance company, sometimes they're willing to say, okay, fine. If it's going to be less, then here, we'll give you the $3,500 up front. And then instead of you spending 3 months and, like feeling sorry for yourself, you can actually get better.
Sean, I have a question. Did you say you do physical therapy?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you ever do cupping, or is that like new age?
No. I know people do cupping. I don't, but I'm aware of it. I'm familiar with it, and it can be very healing. I mean, like Michael Phelps, this Olympic swimmer, got to cupping.
Yeah.
You have to be careful though, and make sure you have an expert that knows what they're doing, because cupping does have complications. It's worth definitely doing a little research into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, cupping can be very effective. That website, I think Therabody has a lot of different interesting things for healing. I'm a big fan of Jason Worsland. I've been actually using the Theragun product since almost its inception. And I was one of the first in probably a 500-mile radius to incorporate percussive therapy. Now it's like a thing, and there's all these different versions of percussive therapy. But basically, it's going back and forth at about a 13 millimeter amplitude. It's like shiatsu on crack, and it goes back and forth into the skin at about 40 times per second. I've been using it as activating the muscles and having the person exercise, then going up for recovery, and they're able to do more repetitions, more exercise. But yeah, I work with anyone from like injured to elite athletes. That's my background. I've been doing this for about 20 years.
That's very cool. Yeah, I've had a lot of success with the cupping, and I didn't know if it was like, is this a
2 hours, 2.5 hours
head kind of thing, or is this
really
really
going? John, get up here real quick.
Oh, John Kitover? No.
It is John. John, how do you feel about being told that you had done stolen valor when you didn't?
Oh, it's fine. I'm running for Congress. These things are going to happen.
John, that doesn't answer the question. Listen to the question. How did you feel about being told that you had done stolen valor? Did I ask you about your congressional campaign? Don't use my stage to do that.
It made me angry, and I responded, as I felt was appropriate for somebody who's basically committing defamation and slander against me.
And now I'll bring up your campaign as a congressional. What would we call you right now? Just
Candidate Congressman John.
Candidate Congressman, he just makes shit up.
That's not making up shit. That's the real shit.
He's manifesting. John, are you gonna seek legal ramifications for that individual?
Yes, the legal team is currently speaking with our campaign lawyer, and we're filing defamation and liability lawsuits against Brad Stauffenberger.
Whoa! Dogs.
Did you go to Instagram and see my Instagram account?
No, I don't have Instagram, but
well, I'll read you
I
what
think it was wonderful.
I'll read you what I wrote. Candidate Congressman John Kitover, a service-connected disabled veteran, has been accused of stolen valor and fraud on Clubhouse by Brad. IG account is Brad Wandering. Audio and video recordings have been made, and the campaign legal team is preparing to file a civil slander defamation libel lawsuit. Additionally, Brad makes daily death threats to women and young men on Clubhouse. Second Lieutenant retired candidate Congressman John Kitover.
Hearsay.
Oh, it's not hearsay.
Actually, Tim, he just made a death threat to me last week. He said, "I'm gonna come find you, and I'm gonna." I don't think he said I'm gonna kill you, but he said I'm gonna come find you, and he did say I'm gonna have sex with your wife, with your corpse nearby.
Brian couldn't find his own penis.
Well, no. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not worried about it. But he did. He has made death threats. That is true. John Kitover is correct. And I just found it funny that not once now, because usually if it happens once, you go, you know what, shame on me. But now twice that Brad has said someone has stolen valor, then they decide to prove themselves. Now the first man, Diogenes, I mean, doxing yourself as Diogenes is probably a little more serious than John Kitover that everyone knows who he is already, doxing himself. But really interesting that now two different men. And I don't know what branch of the military you served in, John. Did you serve as a Marine?
No, Army.
Army, okay. Well, you had a Marine in Diogenes who actually served, overseas in combat areas as a Marine. And no offense to Brad, but when you say you're from the Navy compared to a Marine, in my opinion, I don't know a lot. But I kind of go, there's a difference. There's a difference on how you served, okay? So that's just my opinion. Now, the Army, a little different, depends on where you were stationed, of course, what you were doing. My grandfather was a MP for the Army in Vietnam during the Vietnam War.
Really?
Yeah.
MPs are cute.
No, they're not. They're not good people. But he did serve overseas in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, so I see him more as, okay, he was there. He was experienced, he was going through what everyone else is going through. But when you say I'm from the Navy, and I was in the Navy from, let's say the 90s,
Well,
thank you for your service, but
during the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, like, it doesn't matter what you were in, Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force, Marine, like, you were stuck in shit that you didn't think you were gonna get stuck in, because there just weren't enough people. But it's not about Brad's.
National Guard as well.
Yeah, National Guard too. It's not about Brad's service. It's about the fact that he comes on here and road rages, and does his vulgar profanity, death threats. Like, that's illegal to do on the internet. Is to come up, is to make multiple.
That's definitely has PTSD, man.
Do you think it's brain damage?
I think
John,
it likely is, yeah.
can I tell you something? Let me see. Illegal. Why OnlyFans is not illegal? You can see freedom.
Is that Phoenix? Are
I
you
actually
like
said that
no
Brian's
longer
more
you?
likely to be committing stolen valor than anyone else.
Not for real, bro. Like,
Yeah, for real, bro.
they close every bullshit, but the woman's they're selling his body. They're not keeping out. They close in TikTok for no reason, but they don't close OnlyFans. Why?
That's right.
Not for real, bro.
Why are you trying to keep us down, bro?
Because they want the new generation get fucked up. Okay, bro.
It's not young people who's producing the pornography. It's older gentlemen that have the money to buy that shit.
So that's why, can I tell you something? That's why men's never get engaged anymore. Women's is free now.
Yeah.
Women's is more than men's nowadays. You know that?
What is
Everywhere
this?
you
Is this English? And man.
yeah.
But man, you do realize only like 10% of women on OnlyFans actually make enough money to even make it worthwhile, right?
But they gotta know life, bro. Which they want to say to this, what they want to say to his child. Oh, I do OnlyFans. I'm selling my body. The fuck?
Yeah,
What they
well,
will be.
a lot of women
They
have
grow
made
the fuck up,
millions
bro.
and
You think
millions of
women
dollars.
actually care, but like freeze on accountability.
Nah, bro. You can't trust nobody. The first thing we learn.
That's right, Tyrone. Tyrone spitting out the street facts, the economic realities.
Bro, life is like a book. Write it, hide it, burn it. You don't need to be true to anybody. If you're not finished your chapter, why you have to show to the people? And the girls, fuck nah. They belong from the street.
Hey, it's true.
They are for the street, motherfucker.
Keegan, I do want to congratulate you though that like stirring the pot with Brad. I think he's off the phone. Or is he still on it? I don't know. I'm just saying that, like, I don't like to stir the pot with people who make death threats, but, you know, when he came after me for 2 days.
My address is online.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, you know, I got to make peace with everybody because I don't want somebody showing up into my house to kill me, you know?
I'm gonna wake up with a dead horse beside you.
Exactly. But yeah, Brad probably would drag a dead horse head into my house. Donkey, cat head, dog head, whatever it's going to be, I don't want it to be. I'm not trying to manifest that in my life right now.
Since when did you get so reasonable, John?
Well, you know, I realized JohnKitover.com is going to Queers for Palestine. And so somebody from the campaign was like, hey, I went to JohnKitover.com and I didn't know you were queer and I didn't know you supported Palestine. I was like, well, turns out there's this neo-Nazi prick in Northern Ireland who hasn't redirected JohnKitover.com to
What are we
JohnForCongress.com.
talking about? Guys, I want to stay on topic here, okay? I come off the top.
No, he's spitting facts, bro. Let him finish the thought. Come on, please, I want to hear it.
I'm just saying that whoever this individual is, he needs to redirect it to JohnForCongress.com. Thank you.
Are you gonna get Brandon to pay me money about or what's he gonna, or better yet, is he gonna get fucking El Normo, the big news, to pay me my $150?
Oh, yeah, get out over to pay.
I'll redirect wherever you want, bro. You get out.
Yo, John, you at the army?
Hey, you're pretty much just paying $150, John. Come on.
John, you at the army? You heard? Yo, John.
Keegan, can you kick this nigga low?
Yo,
Right, kick Lou?
shut the hell up. Why? For what?
Yeah, come on. Hey, tell him, shut up. We don't know you. We don't know you.
Bro, you shut up. You can't tell me shut up,
Right,
bro.
well, you like right now.
Bro, you white boy. Bro, you white boy. I don't care, bro. You don't pay for my bills.
Why do you sue me?
Right there, bro. Bye, buddy. All right, Rico and Lou, you guys, what's going on?
No, I'm trolling. I'm having fun.
Oh, I would have kicked you if you wanted me to.
Oh,
Damn, yeah.
Listen, I like Lou.
Keegan likes Rico more than Lou.
There's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
I do like Lou, but there is a hierarchy, and
Wait, yeah, Keegan, what if I said kick out Rico? Do I come before Rico?
What if I said kick out?
I would do.
Whoa, wait, I'm not Lou. I'm a little Lou. Damn, I thought it was higher than that.
You hell, David.
Now, if Q told me to kick out any of you guys are gone.
It's time for you.
So John, you've had stolen valor done upon you. This was in Roger Mayhem's room. Has there been like a form of like, you know, like, has there been a sorry, like, was there?
Where are the reparations, John?
Yeah, where's the reparations here? I mean, stolen valor. That is the accusation of that is just shocking to me. By another veteran, and then you're proved again incorrect. Did he apologize, John? And if not, did Roger Mayhem issue, possibly any consequences? John, are you working on your other? You working on your other 72 phones? Because here's the thing: if that happened on my room, I'm just gonna be honest here. If this happened in my room, and someone was like, "You're stolen valor," and then the guy proved correct, and then that guy said nothing about it, said, "I don't believe it," whatever, he wouldn't be allowed in anymore. That man wouldn't be allowed in.
I would bet you $1,000.
You get 72 virgins. If you're a Jew, you get 72 phones.
Was it Brad that accused him of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Brad said, "John, you did not serve. You were lying to everyone." John then showed.
It's Diogenes. Diogenes
Yes.
that he served.
Yes.
$1,000.
I've mentioned that we've had now 2 individuals dox themselves. Now, John already doxed himself, but Diogenes doxed himself to one individual, which, and that information hasn't spread around, which is good. But listen, I mean, they both did their jobs. They both said, hey, and one of them was supposed to get paid for it. $1,000. Where's that money? It's time to get paid. Are you owed money on Clubhouse? Because it's time to get paid.
Yeah, and he would deny he said it, but when they played the clip, he said, like, I know I owe you $1,000, but I'm never going to pay you. so he missed it.
And listen, Diogenes said, listen, I'll forget the money. I'm going to forget the money. You don't owe me the money. All you have to do is issue an apology. All you have to do is just say you're sorry, Brad. No, couldn't do it. Still owes the money. Listen, Brad, I mean, doing this to multiple veterans, and we have other veterans on the staff who protect him, it's kind of just, I'm not even a veteran, but this is why I don't take service, the service super serious, because they don't even treat it this way. Like, this is supposed to be a brotherhood, is what I've been told, that, like, once you're in, you're in. I've seen fraternities treat their brothers better than I've seen the Army and the military treat their brothers. It's crazy. I mean, you served. These guys went overseas. Diogenes is a Marine who served overseas. I mean,
right.
John, Army. Like, what are we doing? How is there other veterans on the staff who allow this to go on and say nothing about it? And say, listen, he should pay the man, but he's not. It's not even about paying the man. He shouldn't be calling out stolen valor. He's been wrong now twice. So, if you're owed money on Clubhouse, number one, it's time to get paid. Number two, if you're someone who owes money to someone on Clubhouse, pay up.
I always pay my.
Pay up.
Yo, Keegan, shut your bitch ass up.
Go Thursday.
You're hanging out with a bunch of cucks in here. Everyone's fucking faggots in here.
What's that?
Shut the fuck up, you fucking skeleton skinwalker fucking
Bussy,
loser.
where you been, Bussy? Where you been, Bussy?
What if Lou said take him?
Anyways, bye everyone.
Oh. Why you leave?
Well, he had to.
Yeah, kicked.
No.
Oh, you kicked him?
No, I did not kick him.
That's Bussy.
Go spread that around. He's always hanging out with Abby Diogenes.
Oh, shit, is he back with that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead. Fuck him. Kick him.
Fuck him, he's done
Kick
to
him
me.
back to him. Kick him.
But yeah, I mean, listen, it's crazy that individuals, and I heard over the weekend that Roger Mayhem got doxxed. Okay? Did you guys hear about this?
He's a J.
Yes, I heard about it, yeah.
Guys, what's up with these people being super fat? What's up with every single person being obese on the staff?
Oh, shit, they got his photo?
Yeah, there's a couple people. There's a couple people. I won't name names. Yeah, there's like.
He looks like either a Mexican or Middle. He looks off-white. Okay, he's not white.
He is J.
He might be a Jew, but he's a fat Jew. He's a fat. I mean, he has mentioned how people need to like stop eating these disgusting foods and work. I'm like, yo, shut up. Like, you're a fat. Like, you are like. It's not like you're like, oh, you could gain to lose 20 pounds, right? Like, oh, you need to like hit the gym for 2 months and you're good. No, this guy is like lifestyle must change immediately, or you're gonna die by like heart disease. Right?
It's insane that people just figure this out. Yeah, there's a couple of people that never showed a picture, but then someone showed the picture. I was like, oh, that's what they look like. Wow.
Well, listen. Everyone say a lot of things about Keegan, all right? Everyone say a lot. Guess what? Everyone knows what I look like.
Yeah, we can see you right now petting your dog. Yeah.
Hey, listen, everyone can see what I look like, all right? I've done different pictures. I've updated pictures. I've shown you what I look like with my daughter before, right? I've always looked the same. Why? Because I'm not that, I'm not eating freaking junk food every day. Come on, guys. And, it's crazy.
You get a wife that cooks?
Yeah, it's wife like get a white woman who cooks, baby. And you're not eating out.
He gets it.
Today I had rice and chicken, which
outside.
Usually,
That's a good deal.
pretty well.
Yeah, but that's plain though. That's like a good lean meal. How about a steak and pasta, Keegan? How about that?
I do like steak.
Pasta's a lot of carbs.
You had chicken for breakfast?
Pasta's full of carbs.
It's 12:30, Lou.
Oh, Jesus, you're on the East Coast?
Yeah.
The docs.
Stocks. Listen, here's the thing though. When people are like, like you dox them. Like, I think doxing is wrong. Number one, doxing is wrong. If you find out personal information from someone, keep it to yourself. And that's my opinion.
Well, what?
Listen, if I was doxed,
You said in the room, like, you said something to somebody and you regretted it because she started telling people. What did you say?
about Brad,
No. That's you said in the room, like, you regretted telling somebody something personal about you, a story about you, and then.
yeah, I am. All right.
Well, you don't have to say exactly what you said, but
No,
what was it related to?
everyone knows the story. Adams, Dr. Adams, he's a joke. He's first of all, he was gay for like the first 2 years on Clubhouse.
He's not gay.
I know he's not gay anymore, but he literally, like, I remember like when he was gay, right? Like, I remember when he was like, I was gay.
Did he pray the gay away?
He prayed the gay away.
He's a closet.
So Adams one time, I was in a room with a few individuals who I, like, at the time I thought I could trust. This was about a year and a half ago. And they're like, Keegan, why are you on the app? It's like a, Thursday night at like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. I go, I just put my daughter down. I got the house all to myself for the next week. And they're like, what? I shared that, like, my wife is overseas right now, on like a little safari with some girls. Now, I understand how that looks. I understand I've already been made fun of. If you want to continue to make fun of me, that's fine. But when that happened, I shared that to Adams. Adams then, literally the following week, had a room, a clubhouse, not room, but like a clubhouse, whatever they're freaking called. And it was titled, Miss Keegan's Trip to Africa. And I was like, what is going on? And he was going on telling everyone that she was like sleeping with a bunch of black men and having gangbangs. I was like, what the heck? I was shocked, guys, right? Like, I never beefed with Adam before. And then I started, and of course so Adams is a joke. Adams is truly, talk about, and this is what you really have to learn, and what I've learned, and everyone knows that story, and people know that. If you want to make fun of me, that's fine, whatever. Do I think that I'm going to let my wife probably go overseas again without me? Yeah, probably not. But at the time, it's whatever. It was required. It's part of her job. But it doesn't matter. She doesn't have a job anymore. That's never going to happen again. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Moving on.
Wow, single income provider. Oh, nice.
I am. Yeah.
Flex.
At the time, though, we couldn't be. At the time, we still had a bunch of loans that were paying off, and that's fine. But she was working from home, which is great. But there was one thing that the job required, which is that, hey, you have to take one trip.
Israel.
To Israel, you have to pray at the Wailing Wall, and we'll fully paid expense. This is a full woman company too, because I told her, I was like, I don't feel comfortable going to. We're not on a trip with men, of course. She said only women. It's okay, but so anyways, doesn't really matter. Also,
Wait, how did you go from?
Also men who are like, if you can't trust your people are like, what if your woman cheats on you? If my wife wanted to cheat on me right now, she could. If she wanted to bring over Tyrone and get railed while I'm working, she could do that.
But Keegan, how did it go from your wife going on a safari trip for work to effing a lot of black men? Wait, how did it go?
Well, that's just, we just can't stop. You know, our trip to Africa, guess what? Those people are whores. They're gonna go get railed by African men. They don't understand what virtuous women are.
Who made that leap?
Adams made that leap. Yo, keep up. So, Adams, Jazzy, Shy, and then that gets to Brad. Because at some point, Brad gets it. And Brad has continued to only say this over and over again. But yeah, so
Yeah, I remember, like, when he was arguing with you, he was saying that. I was like, where did that even come from, that insult that he was trying to throw at you?
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, it's the same repetitive again. I was like, okay, I can't. This is the thing, and then this is the point. You can't share, if you don't want personal information, I don't get mad about that, because I shared that information out to the clubhouse. I shouldn't have, because I didn't think it was going to be used. Again, only one person used it against me. Shouldn't have at the end of the day. And it's all me. Roger gets mad saying that Pepe doxed him because Pepe put his PTR as a screenshot of Roger getting interviewed. And Roger's upset because guess what?
Whoa. This wasn't like his home address or something.
No.
Wait, he's done an interview?
Yes, he did an interview on YouTube.
Then he's fair game. He's out in the
I know. That's what I'm saying. It is on a public app. So he did a public interview on YouTube that many other people in Clubhouse knew about before Pepe even did anything. So then Pepe posts a PTR Snapchat of it, no name on it, no name, just him. And everyone's like, you doxed him. Well, number one, you're not. It's on social media. You're not doxing anyone. Anyone could go look up this YouTube page. What do you mean I'm doxing you? And number two is that, like, if your social media is not private, or if, like,
you're fair game.
Yeah, you're fair game. Like, you are fair game. And so I thought it was crazy that he was like, I mean, just look at the dude. The dude, I mean, Roger does not look.
How fat is he? Like 250 pounds or 350 pounds?
I mean,
he's probably got like a 27 BMI.
Yeah, he's probably up to like.
Okay, but is he 5'2" or 6'2"?
I think he probably looks to me like 5'10", 280. Yeah, maybe 5'11", maybe 6 foot, but 280.
Were you guys planning on dating him or something? You were like examining his Bumble account? Like, what's the point about the guy's body mass index? I know you want to make fun of fat people. Well,
no, listen here. Here's the thing with John. John can. We all know what John looks like. I've seen John. I've seen more shit of John than I've seen of most men in my life. Okay, John's out in the open, baby.
Nigga right here be shameless.
But John,
I've seen him do like fucking semi-naked yoga, unfortunately. Like bending over like he's on the fucking toilet with his hamstrings left.
We've all seen it. So John, so John's shameless. I get it. But everyone got mad at Pepe though. It just doesn't make sense. Again, Pepe's not doxing anyone. He's just posting a PTR of a screenshot of without his name. And I thought it was very, very funny. And I find it again very funny by people who claim to have this like morality of, I cannot believe you did that. Even the picture itself is a dox. He did not want that shared, Pepe. How dare you? Blah blah blah. And again, we have other people on this app, and the people who called out Pepe was, and I'm calling him out. JB, freaking Roger himself.
Of course, the Jews come out digging.
All of Roger's mods, they all called out Pepe. Well, let me get this straight. You guys all have Brad and Adam at times modding your rooms. Brad, who's yelled stolen valor to multiple men now on this app. Adams, who's literally like made rooms about people's wives, made Clubhouse about people's wives or houses, is what they're called. So you don't come to me with some morality check. Don't come to me saying we need to come together and have a honest debate about the ethics of what people are doing on this. No, shut up. You're no one. Like you are. It's crazy to me. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy in the finest. So, are you owed money on Clubhouse? Because it's time to get paid, baby. John is definitely owed money on Clubhouse. You know who John's owed money by? He's owed money by Clubhouse itself, okay? Clubhouse should be paying John at least a weekly check of at least $1,000 for doing the hard work I'm streaming every ounce for them. Now, when Clubhouse starts a room, it starts off on replay. And it takes me 3 different screens just to get off of it. They're trying to do John's job. You guys already have the replays. It's on John's house. Alright? So John...
Only on YouTube. Think of the bandwidth he's saving Clubhouse. He's been on Google servers.
I mean, no, John is doing the work that Clubhouse has needed for years now. So John needs to get paid to Clubhouse. We have Mr. Anderson on stage, who is required payment from El Normo for months of $150. Where's that money, Q? Where's that money? I'm owed $1,000 by Cray, a single black man who probably has a few baby mamas. That's why he can't afford it. He's probably evading the police right now as we speak.
Shut the hell up, Keegan, you racist bitch.
Diogenes, who's on the room, is also owed $1,000. We have to always remember that bet will never die. I will never let that die. Here's the thing, because that bet has like ramifications of being like stolen valor, right? Just like John Kitover, which John, I wish John, and you should have, the second he said you never served, you should be like $1,000, right? Like John, you should have went right at him and been like $1,000. He would have owed $2,000 on 2 separate. Oh man.
He goes insane. Like it could be a TBI, who knows, but he literally loses it. He goes on these huge rampages, and if you break down what he says and you listen to it, it's wild. It's like death threat after death threat after death threat.
Someone posted up. How fucking fat is he?
Who?
The PTR.
Well, the worst thing is Pepe ruined my campaign manager. He chased my only campaign manager off and campaign fundraiser off. So, yeah, Roger Mayhem was platforming me and helping me do fundraising for the campaign. We raised $550 off of Clubhouse already. And Pepe ruined that. And instead, Pepe and his amazing show is a little bit like your amazing show, just with a different antagonist.
Wow, I just got a message about 20 minutes. I'm so sorry to cut you off, John. I really do not want to cut you off here. But this is important because I was just talking about Mr. Adams, Dr. Adams. He said, I'm reading it out loud. I don't even care anymore. Like if we're going to get like mad, like this is just flat out like, I'm just done with these guys. Just some advice. I wouldn't have Mr. Anderson on stage. People follow him around and report him for the crap he says. And just so you know, hey John, I appreciate you being in the room. You're gonna have to change that room title of the Brad King Show. I have Brad blocked, and so I don't want Brad to think that we're truly throwing a bunch of shade at him. You can put it back at like the Keegan Show against, the debts that are owed on the app, sure. But that's hilarious. Mr. Anderson, I should not have you on stage. You know what, Mr. Anderson, you're being moved out. That's so crazy. Like the idea that people need to dictate
Rent free in these fucking niggas' heads, bro.
Rent free, man. This is crazy. We're living rent free. Like it's so crazy. Like you're gonna personally DM me and tell me that I can't have someone on my stage.
Well,
Yo,
there's three. There's 3 anonymous.
What if I made him a moderator, huh?
There's 3.
What if I did that?
There's 3 anon in your audience, and I'd be willing to bet one of the people you're talking about is one of those anons.
I bet they are. And Adams, if you want to come up on stage, he modded now, buddy. What are we doing right now?
Does he have a plus sign on his favorite?
He might. And that's the crazy thing, okay? Is that individual, Mr. Dr. Adams, why is he so, like, I don't get the people who are self-hating race people. How are you going to hate yourself? that much. But if I was a black man, I would love the black man. That's who I am. I love white men. I'm a white man. I love white men. All right, can I say that out loud? I love white men. I also love white women. I love them a little bit more than white men. Okay? But if you're a black man,
Wait, Keegan, let me just say something that I think it's interesting that Dr. Adams is the one who spread the gossip about your wife, but I do want to say there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe, because Dr. Adams has been very helpful in the campaign to elect John, because he goes around with a Darren LaHood PTR now, and so I've been filming him making a fool of himself, which is incredibly damaging to the campaign to elect Darren LaHood. So I wouldn't be surprised if Darren LaHood sues Dr. Adams for essentially libel and slander on Clubhouse.
Dr. Adams has now sent me a cease and desist. He has sent me a cease and desist. He says, I'm going to send you a personal DM and put you on a fair warning. If you mention my name again, I'm going to sue the heck out of you and embarrass you like you've never seen. He's in the room. Dr. Adams, if you can hear me, you're in the room. If you can hear me, speak now or forever hold your peace. Dr. Adams, I've not said anything that is wrong about you yet. If you want to say I'm slandering you, you haven't said anything wrong. I gave you personal information about my family, and you used it to turn your back on me, against me, and that is a childish move. I've never done that to you. I've never did anything like that to you. And since then, I've even at times reconciled with you. I've even at times been like, hey man, you've apologized. You can't say I'm sorry about it. I said, no problem, man. We'll forgive and forget. And then you come on, and when I have issues with other people, you have something to say about me. That's so crazy to me.
Well, we got Matt Cool in the audience, and yesterday Matt did a room with Dr. Adams in the One House, and I debated them for about 2 hours. It's a 5-hour room.
Very interesting. Is it recorded, John?
Yeah, click on Matt's profile, or I believe my profile, and you can see the new One House that Matt has. It's called We Are Solving the National Debt.
Okay. Ann, hello, Ann. If you owed money on Clubhouse, it's time to get paid. And the only reason why I bring up Adams is a story about me, which is that it's a story about doxing. It's a story about
Keegan
if you don't want your information,
he told us that his wife was going on a trip to Africa, and he had to take off time at work so that he could watch his daughter, because only whores would leave their children with their parents, right? So Keegan took off time from work because his wife was on an African missionary trip. So no one told Adams didn't spread anything about Keegan's wife. He was a dumbass dude in my room and told everyone, oh my God, my wife went to Africa and I have to be a beta boy and stay at home and change diapers like a fucking faggot. And my wife is over there Dutchy whining about African men while I'm sitting here in the States, and I don't know how you guys leave your kids with your parents, because my parents hate my kids, so they would never watch my kids. But he didn't call Rydell a whore because Rydell and her husband went on a vacation and left Rydell's children with Rydell's in-laws. And Keegan called Rydell an unfit mother, and we all know that Rydell is a damn good mom. We know she's a damn good mom, and Keegan doesn't know what he's talking about. And I'm going to do like Brad, and I'm going to take your skull, and I'm going to use your skull for a vodka glass, and I'm going to take your skin and make shoes out of it, white leather shoes, and then I'm going to take your wife on another African excursion around the world, Keegan. I'm going to take your wife on another African excursion around the world, Keegan. That's what's going to happen to your wife. I'm going to take your wife to the motherland of big black cock, and we're going to have a good old time. Me and your wife are going to have
children, especially your young children, who could die at any moment because they're so fragile at the time. So I still hold that opinion, and the idea that I need to defend myself is also crazy. But again, that information was leaked by one individual. I know that was leaked by one individual. The idea that now it's going to be gaslit and turned around and said that no, you leaked that to everyone. Why would I leak that to? Why would I leak that to Jazzy at the time? Me and Jazzy were beefing. So that's what's crazy is that these individuals will do some of the most craziest, heinous things, and then they'll lie about it. Brad does the same thing. Brad says he doesn't do stolen valor. Brad said he didn't call it stolen valor. Brad said he never said that about my daughter. Brad said he never said that about. He said that one time he was going to someone's house and raped their wife. He said he never said that. These people are own up to what you say. I know what I say. Adams, bro, if you're still in the room, which I bet you are, I bet you're that A on, in the chat. Bro, come up. Defend, talk to me about it. Tell me what I'm saying is wrong. Because I know you know it's not. I know it's not wrong. You know what room I'm talking about. It was one of the only rooms I've ever done privately by myself at night with individuals who I were in good relations with, I guess. And I didn't know Adams super well, but I didn't think he was a weird guy who would go behind me and say this crazy stuff. And now they go to Jazzy's room to go, hey, Jazzy, you see what he's saying about me, Jazzy? And my whole thing was, it wasn't even supposed to be about Adams. It's just about, if you have personal information that you do not want shared on Clubhouse, don't share it. Just point blank done.
Well, it's hard to remain anonymous, but the anonymous feature for $5 a month is fantastic because I have been able to record a lot of rooms and live stream people that kick me out of the rooms, and when they see that they're being live streamed on YouTube, it drives them at. Oh, here Jazzy's back.
One more thing. A man who has pictures that I have acquired with his balls in the air. Does Chicago want a congressman that has OnlyFans? I don't think so. And anyone that donated to Mr. Edmonds' campaign, please know all of your information will be public once he reaches a $5,000 threshold of donations. He has to submit to the state of Illinois a campaign donation list with all of your addresses and phone numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, Raboy-loing, Shaloy-loing. Raboy-loing, Shaloy-loing. You've all been played for fools. Your public information will be public. And Keegan, I thought I doxed you, but I doxed Q Plus instead. Grown guy. Same ugly wife though.
Keegan, feel free to mute my profile whenever you're done listening to this. So keep going.
Ugly internet wives that you found on the internet. And Keegan, we know that you can't leave your kids with your parents because you have black siblings. You don't want your kids with your siblings. You hate black people. And your parents had to take a class to learn how to comb your sibling's hair.
I'm so sorry that you got doxxed.
Remember you put your sibling down the stairs because he's black. Do you remember telling Abby that story?
She said she actually gave my rib cue. Guys, I do have a video of Jazzy eating chicken wings, okay? I have a video of Jazzy doing probably the most racial stereotype ever, okay?
Did you share that? Wait,
No,
allegedly.
Allegedly, she let you think dogs.
Wow.
I don't know. She just said that, John.
Oh, I didn't hear what she said.
She said, okay, so here's the story, Q.
And your wife went over to Africa and had a missionary trip for the work.
Alright, John, I can't. I don't want to listen to the same thing over and over again. I appreciate that. Q, about a week ago, I was sent the the infamous TikTok video by someone else, and it was a screen recording. I was sent it by someone, I won't say who, of Jazzy eating a chicken wing from Publix.
Damn.
And it's like,
Publix.
if you need to get in a good mood or something, you know, these chicken wings from Publix.
Chicken wings from Publix.
Which is the funniest thing ever. I laughed so hard when I saw it. It made so much sense. And also, this is a public TikTok. Well, so then I made a joke to her, Jazzy. I went to her room and I go, man, you have to go down the WWO public chicken wing. And and she kicked me. And later on, she came to my room later on. And Mr. Harrison, you were in there. And she comes in, she goes, and she actually then sent that TikTok video into our chat. Did you watch that, Mr. Harrison? She sent the link.
Yeah.
In the Red Heifer room. Yeah, when I had that Red Heifer room, she came in and she was like, she started laughing. She goes, you know, making literally monkey noises at this point. Like, I'm going, so she's excited. This is her time to get excited.
Might not follow the house or anybody in there.
Yep. I will ping you. Edie, I'm going to ping you too.
Okay.
Oh, John, we're getting ready to go into Are You Owed Money on Clubhouse? All right. I'll ping you.
So she goes to that and she leaves the room. Never doxed me, of course, because I didn't
Also,
watch the video.
everyone that clicks my
Nor
Tiki
do I
Talk,
even have
I will see your profile. So please don't let Keegan get you wrapped up in a doxing competition. Also, Keegan, you just doxed me. Anytime you release public information to harass or harm, that is doxing. And I do have it on recording, and Edmund's replay.
Okay, she's been moved to the audience. Oh, what happened to that trans Point? I was hoping I could make fun of Point.
It's not. Here's the thing. It's not doxing if I never say something. It's not doxing if I just say I like chicken wings. Right?
You can come on a social audio chat and say I like chicken wings without it being associated to a lot of people that like chicken wings. Yeah.
Yeah, I like chicken wings from Publix. She then doxed her own self by saying, "That's my video that you saw. I know that you saw it. Okay, well now you doxed yourself." Right? I never told anyone that I saw the video until you said it. You said it on a public stage. You know, so that's really, really interesting. Which, again, these people are hypersensitive about their own selves, I've realized. Right? Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like,
It's dopamine. It's dopamine. It's stirring the pot to create dopamine. That's why they do it. That's why we do it.
That's why we all do it. I do agree with John here. It is a dopamine hit. And it is true dopamine. But again, listen, I am a simple man who needs his simple $1,000 from Cray. Cray, if anyone can hear me, get Cray in here. Right now, this stage is a little bit too white for me, okay? I'm trying to get a Cray in here. Cray owes me $1,000, okay? It's on recording. I'm trying to get paid. I'm a poor white man from middle of America.
I don't think Craig doesn't like you, though, Ian.
Craig doesn't like me, but he made a bet. He needs to be a man about it. And so if you owe money, on Clubhouse, it's time to get you paid.
So Craig just put in the chat in my other room. Craig wrote, Keegan is a white bitch who I will fuck in the ass and rape. Also, he also wrote, take my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth, you white bitch ass cracker.
Well,
Keegan, I'm guessing you don't want Stolen to have sex with you as a man, correct?
No, I don't. Surprisingly, I don't.
Why are you Craig?
Craig, why are you gay? So, Craig, I'll take
said
we like
he said
that.
he's strapping up, getting in his car, and driving in your house to driving to your house to find you.
Whoa.
Ooh, fun.
He said he's bringing a package of chicken wings and 2 gats and a box of ammunition.
That's fun, Craig. Oh, Craig.
Alright, when I walk in, well, Keegan, just out of curiosity, do you have you don't have to say if you want to, but do you have a gun in your house?
Yes, but, surprisingly, in middle America, low middle class whites, we own guns. Fun fact, we like guns. Fun fact, I'm strapped right now, fun fact. I say strapped every day. As the black man would say, I'm strapped.
What are you? Are you an FBI agent or an auto diagnostic employee?
I'm an auto diagnostic employee.
The docs.
But John, I'm in a state, of course, that is actually no required open carry here. No requirement at all. God bless the Second Amendment.
So
Wait, Keegan is strapped and Gray is strapped on. So you definitely don't live in Illinois. We narrowed that down.
so let me ask.
I bet your my gun's bigger than yours, Keegan.
It probably is.
So let me ask the question: if we've all spent years on this stupid app talking to stupid people, does that make us stupid, or just stupid because we haven't gotten paid for having stupid conversations with stupid people?
Well, listen, if I get paid $1,000, then I believe every day on this app was meaningful. If I get paid $1,000, every day becomes meaningful. Now, if I never get paid $1,000, every day becomes fun.
That's like 10 cents a minute, though, for you.
And also, what if if somebody pulls up to your house with a gun? It's also not worth it.
So, I mean, you think it's actually worth $6 an hour to be here? I would say if Clubhouse was to pay out based on the data that you submit, you would probably get like 30 cents on the dollar. 30 cents an hour. Do you remember, maybe some of you are too young, but does anybody remember My Points? It was like a web browser where if you clicked on certain things and did things, you would accrue points and get a cash payout, or you could buy from like their prize list. Like that's technically how the internet should be, because so many people give up their whole lives to these apps and get no compensation while the app is monetizing you and selling, your ad space. So I'm just saying that this app is so pathetic, and the founders and leaders of this app are so pathetic, and they're such petty little selfish cretins that they can't even open up the opportunity for people to monetize here like they do on X. Jazzy writes, Jasmine Franklin life on TikTok. Run up my views on TikTok so I can get a check, unlike broke-ass Keegan the white bitch. So Matt, I'm wondering if you want to be my new campaign manager or de facto campaign manager now that Roger has essentially gone back to work and is no longer using Clubhouse. Matt, can you open up a one house called the John Kitover Super Debate Money Bomb with candidate Congressman John Kitover? Because unlike Keegan or Diogenes, who will never get paid for being on this app, we are in the process of actually getting paid.
Whoa, God, don't say that, okay?
Yeah, never say never.
Yeah, never say never. I do believe Craig's gonna be a man of his word, because listen, he was on a stage full of people on a replay saying, I said, are you gonna pay, or, you sure? He goes, I'm a man, I'll pay. So listen, Craig, if you're still listening, buddy, little buddy, Craig, let me know. I can give you my Venmo. I can give you a Cash App.
Craig just put in the chat that your wife is getting railed by 12-inch mango dick.
Whoa, mangoes.
Whoa.
Those are some funky looking penises.
I'm sorry,
I'll
it
tell you
says
that.
mandingo dick.
Mandingo, okay. Whoa! Whoa, John, that's a little different, John.
He says the fact that it gets you excited means you're not a man and you're pathetic.
Oh, John, or, I feel weird talking to John through Craig here, but Craig, if I'm not a man, then why don't you just pay me? You're a man. Be a man. Be a man, Craig. You owe me that money, Craig. Where's that money, Lebowski? Give me my money, Lebowski.
He's coming to your house to hand deliver it.
That's fine. Hey, Craig, if you want to come on by, buddy, stop by.
He says he has
Also, Craig,
he has a
also,
plane
Craig said
ticket. He has a plane ticket booked to Omaha, Nebraska, and he'll be there at your house by 8 p.m. Be strapped.
So Craig, I don't want to kill Craig. Now, if I have to, it's just another black man dead.
Well, don't say that. Don't say that.
I don't want to kill him. But if he's gonna come to my house strapped, then I would just assume he's not coming friendly.
No, he said you should be strapped. He didn't say whether he's going to be strapped.
Oh, okay. I should be sorry. I must have misheard.
Is Omaha, Nebraska your home airport, Keegan?
Yep. Omaha, Nebraska is my home airport. Do love me some. Listen, I love
He says he's at the Atlanta airport right now getting ready to fly out with Brad.
Well, here's the thing. He actually, Craig, in my replay room, gave his address out. He said, "Here's my address." Well, I did decide. I was like, I do like this Zillow, right? I like to see where people are living. I wasn't gonna dox. I mean, he doxed himself. But I was like, I want to see where he's living. His address it doesn't exist. He said a fake address. It literally doesn't exist. I looked at it. I ChatGPT'd it. Like, what could this mean? Can you interpret Ebonics? ChatGPT couldn't. So Craig, you gave me a fake address. You're kind of afraid. You're a little afraid of me right now, Craig. If Craig was real and he was yelling out his address, yell out your real one. I'm not gonna yell my address out because I don't want anyone meeting me. If they do want to meet me, that's fine. But I don't want to meet most of you. Some of you I actually wouldn't mind meeting. But Craig, you gave me a fake address, buddy. How can I meet you if I don't know where you live? How can I come to your door if you give me a fake one?
Well, it sounds like he's gonna come to you.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he's gonna save me the trouble. But again, I would rather do this over a virtual exchange here. I'm willing to get my Venmo.
He's climbing the windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your mother, cause they're raping everybody out here. You don't have to come and confess, we're looking for you, we gon' find you, we gon' find you.
One more outburst by you now. So if you're
Craig just paid me $100 to play that song in your room. Thanks, Craig.
Did you actually get paid, John?
Yeah, he just donated $100 to my campaign if I was to play that.
Wait, how come he getting paid?
Wow, yo, Craig, pay me that $1,000, Craig. You're strapped. Pay that white man, Craig. I'm looking for my reparations today. $1,000 is owed to me for 400 hours.
Why are you taking food from Keegan's store's mouth?
You're taking food straight out of the plates of my family, Craig. Craig, I'm a poor, white, low-income, middle-class American. All right? I'm just a poor white man. And I'm just looking for my stuff. I'm not going to lie to everyone and say, I make $1 million, and that's why I'm on this app every day. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say, man, I started my own business when I was 18 years old, and I'm now making $40,000. Yo, DM me now. Now, maybe. So, I'm not like that, right? I'm not here to tell you that you can make $5,000 a week. I'm low middle class, guys. I am low middle class. I like it, though. I like being low middle class. Because people aren't looking at me that much, right? I just get to live my life. But Craig, you can help me out, though,
Well,
Craig.
you got to blame it on Clubhouse because Clubhouse is the platform that has contained you and brings you here to get you your dopamine. And you're not being compensated for giving all these other people dopamine, Keegan.
I should be compensated. All right, everyone, I'm putting my cash at my top. Yo, if you like my content, cash at me at least $15. All right, cash at me. Who's going to pay for my lunch today?
You sound like that. You sound like that kid from South Park.
No, that's my Cray impression.
I thought that was Cartman.
Listen, I need to work on my black man voice.
So Cray writes in the.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Cray wrote in the chat and said you're fucking with a Crip and he's flying out to Omaha. He says be strapped. I'll be there by 8 p.m. Don't be late for the showdown.
Don't be late. He's coming to my house. Cray, that's not how it works. Wouldn't it be you? Hopefully you're not late. You're coming to me.
He says keep your pistols cocked, you little white bitch.
Whoa! Threats of violence, guys. I'm not telling anyone to report Cray. I would never say that. But threats of violence.
It would only be his 2000th account. That guy has probably had more accounts than me.
Listen, listen. If Clubhouse is real, if Clubhouse cared, that's a threat of violence right there, buddy. Now, of course, Cray, come on over to Omaha. We'll show you a good time, us Cornhuskers.
He writes your testosterone levels must be really low knowing that your wife is getting banged out by Mandingo dick in Africa.
Woo! There we go. Cray, who's your baby mama? Who is your baby mama?
He says,
Cray?
bitch,
Cray.
I'm gonna make you my baby mama at 8 p.m. tonight when I touch down in Omaha, Nebraska.
Cray, who your daddy, Cray? Cray, you know your daddy, Cray? What's your daddy name? It ain't my name, Cray. You gotta keep that name out of your mouth, Cray. I ain't your daddy, Cray. I'm sorry to tell you. I ain't your daddy, Cray.
He says you are so dumb.
Cray, why doesn't Cray come to my room, John? Cray, come into my room. Talk about this. Let's be a man. Why are you hiding behind John? Come on into my room.
He just changed his PTR to 2 oranges with you sucking a big banana dick.
Woo! There you go. Cray, first of all, Cray taking the time to screenshot my PTR, and then probably AI, because I don't think he probably knows how to use like Adobe at all. Maybe he does. Very cute. Very cute. I mean, you have another man's picture in your gallery. Listen, I don't have any. The only pictures of my phone is pictures of my family. I don't have any pictures of Cray on my phone. I wouldn't want any pictures of Cray on my phone. I would assume Cray is probably a fat.
He said after he takes you out at the showdown tonight, he's gonna fly out to Africa, rescue your wife from the Mandingo dick, marry her, and have more children with her, and raise your child as his own.
Are you old money out? Okay. And this is for everyone. Listen, guys, people are owed money on Clubhouse. It's time to get paid. Time. Say it with me. It's time to get paid. It's time to get. I mean, come on. What are you doing? Poochie was in the room. Poochie knows what happened. It took me $1,000, and I just want to see if I can get paid for it. I just want to see if I can get paid. Cray, you owe me $1,000.
Well, it sounds like he's gonna hand deliver it to you.
Cray says he's never giving you the money, and he'll see you tonight at the 8 p.m. showdown.
Baby, here we go.
I mean, Keegan, it would be kind of crazy if you actually did show up there.
Listen, it would be crazy for one person, and that would be him, and then it would be crazy for the police to have to deal with the aftermath. And it would suck. I mean, listen, would it suck if someone threatened violence against my family and it actually received all that violence? Yeah, of course. Like, those individuals, like, if that actually ever happened, like, you know,
Craig just put a reminder in the chat. He said, "Take my name out your motherfucking mouth, you white boy bitch."
John, tell me, would I have a legal case potentially against Clubhouse itself if Cray somehow was able to come to my house, show up at my house?
That already happens.
Yeah, there's been Clubhouse. There has been Clubhouse murders.
No, Clubhouse wasn't involved. Wasn't found liable.
Also, I just want to remind everybody in this room that
Because
I am not actually talking to Cray. I just want to let everybody know. I've been making all of this up, and Keegan has been role playing. We're actually coming out with a new theatrical performance called Clubhouse the Movie, and you've all been taken in by our bullshit. So congratulations. This was a role. We're reading from a script. This is a role play, and we're excited to announce that we've got a Broadway musical opening up in September of this year in Manhattan, where Keegan and I have produced the Clubhouse play.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, Keegan doesn't actually live in Nebraska. He
Well,
lives in
listen,
Midtown Manhattan.
here's the thing. Everything I say about Cray, I want Cray to come to the room and actually, I want to get this money. I want to get this money. $1,000 is owed. People ping in Cray. Let's get Cray in here.
See, Cray is actually a singer, and I don't know. Have you ever listened to any of his Best of the Bang recordings?
Well, everyone's saying don't mess with Cray, guys.
I don't know if you guys understand what Cray does. Like, have any of you ever been in an actual Cray room?
What does Cray do?
He creates bang rooms. He creates bang rooms where, you know, it's just the noise wall of screaming, but then he'll also play replays. So he's doing what they call, I don't know, this is why people are dying in their community, because the things that he's doing and the beefs that he, you know, does is what causes a lot of these social media murders in the gangland, you know, community.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not too worried. I know maybe some people are who live in cities and metropolitan areas where shoot-bys, you know, drive-bys can happen, or shootouts happen all the time. None of my community. There's no, listen.
Well, then why do you have a gun on you right now?
Well, I have a gun. Listen, the idea that you shouldn't have a gun on you at all times. First of all, it's your right as an American.
Constitutional right.
In fact, Keegan, I've never even touched a gun in my life.
But you should.
That's why
really,
it's not a real
you really should. Like, everyone should go try shooting a gun before. Like, everyone should. Like, me and my wife, we like to do a gun range date once in a while to make sure that we're still, looking good. Of course.
Yeah, who's been shot?
Of course, I probably shoot about 6 to 12 times on my dad's farm. He lives a few minutes away from me.
What is the name of that?
We like to shoot as a family sometimes.
What was the name of that trial in 1995?
Yeah, listen, I stay.
I gotta come back to me. Sorry, my brain is not working right now.
I stay prepared, like the boys like to say.
So what is to prevent
listen,
in a secular democracy once there's 50.1% from changing the Constitution and implementing Sharia law?
That would not be good for people.
So it sounds
not be good. So, people like to say a lot of things, though, of course. So I just want to get paid. That's all I want. I'm not threatening lives. I'm not trying to die over this. The man said he was going to pay me $1,000 if I had said something. And he didn't, and I didn't say it, and I won the bet. And I said, "Are you gonna pay?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a man. I don't back down from bets." And he's backing down. Last week I went to a room that he was in. I said, "Craig, you owe me some money." And he said, "Kick this guy out." Like, Craig can act big and tough, and maybe with other black
they're not a monolith, but I don't think that the majority of
people might worry. Or that, like, other black people are right by them, they call up another black guy to go shoot another black guy.
Keegan, I think the point is you're not getting paid for all this communication that you put into this app, and that really begs the question of how stupid are you?
We need a strong Supreme Court that can challenge the government, and we need to have a
really help. It would really help me right now. And I thought making that bet would, winning that money, that would, guys, I'm poor. I make poor, POOR, poor white man. Okay?
But you do have a nice suit, though.
Well, listen, every white man at least owns 3 to 4 good suits. That's the rule.
Well, Ann needs a job. It sounds like you need a job, even though you are claiming that you're a diagnostic auto mechanic. T-Robs runs a successful internet business. David runs a successful manufacturing distribution. I'm running for Congress. Maybe we can all pitch in to get the campaign to elect John Kitover off the ground, and maybe I can hire you all to be digital marketing consultants for the campaign. Actually, Ann, you would be a perfect fit for the campaign because you have all of your social media and walk away content. So why don't you team with the campaign to elect John Kitover? I know you were with Joe the other day. Why don't we create a room today, Ann, and get to work? I'll pay you because we have $510 now in our campaign account, and you contributed to the campaign, so you're gonna get your money back. Ann, congratulations! Let's get to work.
And you could potentially get that $510 that you're getting from John Kitover and give it to me as payment for Craig, if you wanted. Or everyone, listen, my Cash App is on top. Everyone, I'm paying my Cash App. Cash App me about $15 maybe.
I'll give you $15 for lunch, Keegan.
Man, I want $15 from everyone in this room. If everyone gave me $15, we'd be getting close to $2,000 right there. I'm looking to make about a quick $250 on this, maybe $3. All right. $25 from each individual. If you want to keep listening to my moderation, my rules, I mean $25 fee, or I'm kicking you out. Well, I'm gonna kick you out right now. $25.
Holocaust, okay?
I'm one person on an app. I'm not in a app. How am I doing it? I'm not taking injury to anybody, okay?
Stay focused. I would like to hear the response if possible.
Unwittingly.
I'm unwittingly causing a Holocaust.
Not causing,
John,
arguing for.
This is all, I mean, yes, unwittingly, but emphasis on the unwittingly. Maybe I just have
She's good natured. She's not unwitting.
This is the next stage of the Keegan show.
I respect your intellectual
We've moved
argument,
on.
but I think it doesn't protect that which we have
I
today.
So that's very well said. And what I was saying before we came back.
He doesn't get it.
But anyways, Ann, seriously, Ann, let's partner with you and the campaign, and let's do more fundraising and get you paid and create some content. And also Augustus, he's holding regular X rooms, so I want to work with him and do some money bomb fundraisers with Augustus on X. So I know you have an X account. Oh, Pepeton is in the other room. Ooh, Roger's here. Roger Mayhem has re-arrived.
It's important to meet
Guys,
these people with respect and curiosity.
listen,
and
it is really cool.
I don't need to be admonishing you or criticizing you as if I'm your father or something. You don't need me to tell you that as a reminder. I know you always do.
the name of that
But what I'm
person, right? So
saying,
that
I guess, Buttercup, do you remember what was the counter? I mean, the whole thing is
Trash
we're
bag.
still. Yes, please.
My friend, sorry, I put
You
it in
can
the
call me
chat.
either one.
My friend, I put in the chat a link to Shalom Magid's interview with the forward. He's like in the Harvard Divinity School, but he spent many years in Israel. I think he was a settler at one point. And so he has a pretty well-rounded perspective on Zionism and the evolution and history of Zionism. He's a really smart guy. So he's the one who came up with this.
Buttercup, but what is Zionism, Buttercup? Buttercup, can you define Zionism, please?
It's a new vision for Zionism. Well, so personally, I see Zionism as sort of a dated thing that was successful at creating the Israeli state. It was really important after the Holocaust and World War II. I like this throwing the world around about who is or isn't a Zionist or an anti-Zionist. I really hate these labels. I don't identify as an anti-Zionist or a Zionist.
So is it important to have a Jewish state or not?
I define Jewish state differently than you
Can I
do.
respond to this article? So in the article,
Jewish state?
I think it's Jewish in character. If the holy spaces are protected and people still come there for their history and their culture and to engage with it, then it's still Jewish.
What about
It's already like that. Israel's already like that. We protect Al-Aqsa, we protect the Kotel.
We have the right to the percentage of time that you spend muting up versus continuing forward. And if you find that you always win, if you often are winning by barreling forward, you might consider letting other people win once in a while. So I'm looking at the article here. It says, I'm saying I'm losing and I'm going to fight harder. So it says right here, Magid still holds on to Zionism's idea of a Jewish state for Jews, but he adds that it should not only be for Jews, and the land is not exclusively ours to claim or give away in the first place. I would say that this is a contradiction of how it is now. Israel is not only for Jews now. People can move to Israel now. There's a right of return that grants citizenship to Jews who want to return to Israel. That doesn't mean that people who are not Jewish cannot move to Israel. People who are not Jewish can move to Israel. They can become citizens. It's not as easy as the right of return, blah, blah, blah. But Israel is not only for Jews.
It's not possible.
It's not a Disneyland for Jews. It's not that these holy sites are, oh look, it's like visiting Disneyland. Jewish character is an evolving thing. And if it's going to evolve, it has to evolve in an unimpeded environment. So we have to put safeguards in place not to allow the Islamification of Israel.
It's funny with Buttercup, basically this is like a liberal point of view, right? He's saying like that the liberals are forced to support Israel, which is illiberal, and we want to turn it into a liberal state, which it's more like not about the land, but more about like values. And do you think that the Palestinians want to create this liberal society based on shared values and morals? Like it falls
an
like
equal right for all, and equal rights for all.
This is like this one. I'm saying it's like it's so unrealistic that even like debating about this is weird. When was it written, by the way? 2023. Weird. Okay. Interesting.
He has a full book you can buy. He wrote it before, but he's promoting it after October 7th.
Yeah. So on the 26th of December, like 2 months after the October 7th, this is when he published the
legal protections for Jews.
Can't.
Right. So the answer may be we can't, and we talked
There's no ironclad guarantee.
Yes, but possibly I agree. But the second fear was
There's the Holy Land Foundation trial looking at